What is up, everybody? To Adversity here today. And I just have to say, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm not trying to throw garbage on somebody else's excitement right here. But we are in two different states of gaming right now. Where Xbox is announcing all this new content coming out. They just released Hellblade 2. They're announcing Call of Duty Black Ops 6 coming to Game Pass day one. And there's even a leak of the next Doom game called Doom something early. I forgot what it's called, but it's a new Doom game coming out. It's supposed to be a prequel. What is a leak? And people are excited about that, while PlayStation gamers are excited about some old, two decade old PS2 games. I'm like, really? This is crazy. Xbox gamers are excited about new, fresh new games. PlayStation gamers are excited about 2-decade-old PS2 games. We are just not the same. PlayStation don't have to try hard at all, it seems. Really? We're excited about some PS2 games coming out. You don't want new stuff from PlayStation? You don't want... This is just wild right here, but this is a post that got a lot of traction on social media. A lot of people liked it. Got a lot of attention to it. PS2 games have been confirmed for PS5. One of the first games is Sly Cooper. Once again, these games are almost 2 decades old here, people. This finally confirms that here is a new PS2 emulator, and we should start getting PS2 games now. This is so sad to see. Bro, you PlayStation guys do the band better at this point in time. Like, this is crazy. We're in 2024, and you guys are excited for a console or games that's almost 2 decades old. 20 years old at this point. What are we doing here? What are you guys doing? PlayStation has been ghost silent about any new project coming out, any new games. But I guess you guys get some quote-unquote new PS2 games, and you're excited about that. You know, if I was a PlayStation fan, PlayStation only fan, I would be throwing some type of boycott or some type of tantrum in the street or something. Like, this is crazy. So you don't have to do anything, and you guys will still praise them. There's no outrage at all from the PlayStation camp. They're just happy. Everything is fine over there for these guys. While they're enjoying playing Lara Croft Tomb Raider Legends, Sly Cooper, and Star Wars The Clone Wars. Oh, man. This is something you announce. Like, this is something that you get happy over, like, after there's been a plethora of PlayStation games coming out. You just got a full plate, then this is just, like, some extra stuff. You don't celebrate this like this is a main dish or the main entree right here. Like, bro, this is a crazy stuff right here. PlayStation can release remasters, quote-unquote remakes. The new remake they're releasing is a Lego Horizon game, which is a rumor. They're happy with that. They're happy about PS2 games and remasters. No new games in sight. This is crazy. So we're going to read some of these comments. So these guys are genuinely they're happy about this. Like I say, I don't want to crap on somebody else's happiness, but this is just wild to me. And I think you gotta have premium too to get this. So you gotta have their highest service to get this as well too. This should just be free at this point in time. Like, y'all aren't doing anything. Just give this to people for free. Some PS2 games. Like, really? Really need to make people pay more for this nonsense? For some old ass games right here. Awesome. So I can just pop any of my PS2 games to my PS5 and play them? No, they're not as great as Xbox. You actually need to download these games. You can't just pop them in your old physical copies into your PlayStation. They don't allow that. So can't even do that. And now announce Sly 5. At least somebody wants something new. Thank you. Somebody wants something new at least. Which they're not even going to work on. I don't think they're even going to work on Sly Cooper anymore. Because they're just fully on the people who make it Sucker Punch. I believe it was Sucker Punch. They're just working on Ghost of Tsushima now. Which I kind of want them to make another Infamous game with the original character. But I don't think they're even going to do that anymore. I think they're just fully focused on Ghost of Tsushima now. So... And it's just crazy. People are proud about emulators, but you can just probably play these games on a laptop you can buy like at a regular retail store. Like, well, whatever. My kids are gonna eat this up. W for PSN. I think your kids might be happy with some new games, brand new games that just get released from PlayStation. But I guess they'll be happy with some old games. Like, PS2, don't get me wrong, PS2 has some classic games, but really? Are we excited about some old games at this point in time? Not even a remake. We're excited about just a port of these PS2 games. It's just bonkers to me. It is truly bonkers. The competition is releasing multiple announcements, multiple games coming in their service day one, brand new games. And the PlayStation community is excited about PS2 games. This is just sad. This is truly sad right here. PlayStation don't have to do anything. They don't have to try. And now some PS2 games in their community would be ecstatic. Amazing news, but I love more PS1 games. This is even worse. They will play games from 30 years ago. Now let's do play games from 30 years ago. It's just wild. We are so back. Really? No first party games, no big first party games this year. Only third party major games. You aren't getting any major first party games until 2025, but we're so back here, people. We're back. Bruh. Being a CEO of PlayStation has to be the easiest job ever. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to cater to your audience. You can just release third party games, no major first party games. That's the secret right there. Once you are the CEO of PlayStation, you got that PlayStation branding, you don't have to do anything to please your fan base. Just release some old PS2 games. Sony finally realized PS2 games are worth preserving. Yeah, after Xbox has been doing it for the longest, for the past 2 generations of consoles, they just now started doing it. It's kind of not that impressive. If you're an Xbox gamer, Xbox has been doing this. It's not really that impressive now. The PlayStation is just now doing it. And they're doing it worse because you need to be a premium member of their subscription service. So that's even worse. Simpsons Hit and Run was a great game, but I would not get hyped if they dropped this on this PS2, this PS Premium service. Like, who cares? It's an old game. If I really want to play it, I can download the emulator right now on my PC if I really want to do it. But I have no interest in playing that game right now. I want to play new stuff. Why are we acting like PS2 games on the PS5 is huge news? PS2 games have been on the PS5. Through the classic catalog, it has quite a few games. Once again, this is very interesting. People who own PS5s want to play PS2 games. I need DBZ Tenkaichi 3. Aren't they making a new one? Why do you want to play the old stuff? They're making a new one. The same people who made this are going to make a new one. It's just fascinating. But I'm gonna be done ragging on the PlayStation community. This is just crazy to me. Like, if the Xbox community ever gets to the point where we're bragging about old games to make up for no new content, I think I might be done with gaming. If I ever see the Xbox community as a whole brag about old games instead of new stuff as a whole, I think I'm done. But yeah, the PlayStation community is just a very interesting one at this point in time. Once again, they aren't holding Sony accountable for no games, no showcases, no announcements at all. But the possibilities playing these old PS2 games has these guys thinking this is fire, that this is amazing. It's just crazy to me. But definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Maybe you might have a different opinion. Maybe you are on the side to say, hey, this is a great announcement. We don't need first party games for PS5, but we're fine with just PS2 games. Maybe you're on that side. Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.